guys, it's Coach Julie, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my home. Listen guys, today is my absolute favorite day of the week, and you know what that is, right? It's Wealth Building Wednesday! Yay! Listen guys, I was inspired to do this video today after I did my workout at the gym this morning. Now this is very interesting. As I was working hard, walking on the treadmill, trying to pick up my pace and do the little altitude thing and sweating bullets and everything, I realized that going to the gym and developing your physical health is a lot like getting your financial wealth in order. And interestingly enough, they both rhyme, health and wealth. So I'm just going to share a little bit more about me today, and it might be a little bit more than what you want to know, but I realized over the course of the years how much getting physically healthy and getting financially wealthy are very much the same. Now, years ago, back in the dark ages, I used to work out a lot. I was at the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week doing the step classes. That was a long time ago. I don't even think they do step anymore, but I did step and I got really good at it, and I realized, wow, things are really shaping up. And I'd get on the treadmill and I'd work out, and then I'd take some of the weight classes and the kickboxing, and I was doing all that, and I was really working hard, and it was probably the best I'd felt ever in my life, physically, emotionally, spiritually, because once you get your physical health together, everything else works better too. Your physical works better, your mental works better, your spiritual works better, your emotional works better. Everything works better as you begin to build your physical health. And what I realized is after I had waited a long time, many moons later, again, I just recently joined the gym back in January, I realized I had a lot of work to do. Things change in 10 to 15 years. And I literally, I had not worked out in probably like 10 to 15, probably like 15 years. So I'll just call it out, call myself out. So, you know, what I realized again is that going to the gym now is a lot harder than it was back then. It's a lot harder than it was back then. I remember the first day I came back from the gym, and I think I barely did like 20 minutes on the treadmill, probably didn't even go a half a mile. Everything hurt. Everything hurt. I got up the next day and I felt like a caveman, like oh my goodness, everything hurts from my head to my toes. Everything hurts. And it's like, I didn't want to go back. I'll just keep it real. I didn't want to go back because it was hard and it was painful. And, you know, I remember hearing doctors and whoever say that once you get past a certain age, you lose 10% of your muscle strength or muscle tone or whatever it is. And I'm just like, I don't even believe that. Guess what? That's real. That's real. You do begin to lose muscle. And so the things that you could do easily 10 to 15 years ago, it's a lot harder now. And I guess to compare that to our finances, it's the same thing. If you didn't start learning how to plan for your finances, build wealth, put money away, save, budget, all those things that are going to move you towards financial freedom, it's going to hurt a lot more now than it would have perhaps if you were in your 20s or even 30s or even 40s. You know, I mean, some of us that are a little older than that, you know, we wish we would have started 20 years ago or so. So getting getting financially wealthy is a lot like getting physically healthy. And so what I'm having to do now, it's like I'm starting from scratch, but it's harder because I'm older, more time has passed, things are settled in different places that they weren't settled 10, 15 years ago, and it's a lot harder to do it. So I'm comparing this to how we budget and manage our money. If you didn't learn it 20 years ago or 30 years ago or when you were growing up with your family, it's going to be hard to make those necessary changes in order for you to build financial wealth. It's just going to be hard. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you come to me as a client, some of the things that I'm going to suggest or recommend that you do, they're going to hurt. And I know how that feels. When my husband and I began to get our finances in order about 4 or 5 years ago, mind you, we'd been married for like at least 15 years at that point, 15, 16 years. It hurt. It hurt. We had to cut out a lot of things that we were used to doing and didn't really think about it. And they weren't like extravagant things or expensive things. But one of the things that we like to do is go out to eat after church. And guess what? We was at church every Sunday. So that's 50, 60 bucks every Sunday going to eat out. Even if it was just Denny's, you know, I mean, even Denny's cost a lot now, but you can get out of Denny's for like, you know, 40, 50 bucks for a couple, you know. Now it's a lot more expensive. But say it was 50 bucks. If we took away that 50 bucks, or rather didn't spend that 50 bucks towards Denny's every week, we could take that 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 4 weeks in a month. That's $200. And do what? Put that towards our credit card debt. Because as I've shared with you before, my husband and I walked around with a huge amount of credit card debt for years that never seemed to go down. Never seemed to go down, never seemed to go down. A lot of it was because it wasn't like we didn't have the money. We weren't managing the money well. And most of you, I want to encourage you, because I know a lot of you feel like you don't have enough money, or you're living from paycheck to paycheck, or you are living off of credit cards even. You know, the credit cards of what buys the groceries or pays for the kids' clothing or whatever. You can do this, but it's going to take a change in your mindset, just like going to the gym. I had to push through after that first day, and I probably didn't go back for like another week, to be honest with you. So it's like I didn't get it right, even though I know I needed to do it. And see, that's the thing. We know we need to do certain things. We know we need to get our physical health in shape. We know we need to get our finances in order. We need to learn how to budget. We need to learn how to plan for retirement. Plan to have your children go to a good school, a good college. Plan for the vacations. We know we need to plan for those things, but we don't. And see, what will happen is, if you don't plan for it, as I said earlier, if you fail to plan, you do plan to fail. And so, as a financial coach, what I'm going to encourage you to do is do some of the hard things that I had to do, that my husband and I had to do, to just get our credit card debt paid off. Like I said, we had to cut out everything, and we just knew that going out to dinner after church was an essential. That was a need, right? No, it's really not. I'm being facetious. That was a want. That was the thing we like to do. We like socializing with our friends after church. We like going out. We're just kind of foodies, which is why we need to go to the gym. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, we had to make sacrifices. That was a sacrifice. We cut out everything, any of those subscriptions or anything like that that we didn't deem absolutely 100% necessary. We cut it out. And so we had to make sacrifices. Just like going to the gym is a sacrifice. You got to sacrifice some time, and it's going to cost you some pain in order to get to your goal. Now I've been going to the gym for about 3 months, where, like I said, I could barely do 20 minutes on a treadmill and probably didn't even get a half a mile. Now I'm up to 2.5 miles. So now I'm seeing the progress. It's slow, but it's steady. It's about being consistent. It's about being committed to the process. I have people ask me sometimes, well, how do I know your program's going to work? I can guarantee you 100% it will work. It's really up to you if you're going to work the program. And that's the honest truth. I can guarantee it. I've done it. I've lived it. My husband and I are living proof of it. We walk around with no credit card debt today, and that is such an amazing feeling. It's just like when I got off the treadmill today and I realized I had done 2.5 miles and it didn't really hurt. That's progress. That's progress. So I just really want to encourage you guys today, take the first step. Reach out to me, get a financial coach to help you guys get your finances in order. Because let me tell you something, when you get real good at the gym, what's the next thing you want to do? You want to get a coach to take you to the next level, right? I mean, we have life coaches because we might be stuck in our career, kind of just going around in circles like the Israelites in the desert, and we can't figure out where we want to go next. You hire what? A life coach. Okay, so there are coaches for pretty much anything you want. If you want to get food, your food under control, your health under control, there are health and wellness coaches. So understand your finances are equally as important, because all those things, now that I mentioned them, they all cost money. If you're going to hire a trainer, he costs money. If you're going to hire a health and wellness coach, she costs money. And so everything, there is a price to pay. It will hurt in the beginning. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to hurt in the beginning, but you can do it, because the success that you're going to feel later, once you get to your goal, once you are no longer a slave to Bank of America and American Express and Visa and MasterCard and whoever else, when you are no longer a slave to those people, you are going to walk in victory. I'm telling you, it is the best feeling in the world. It's just like the way I felt getting off the treadmill and doing my 2.5 miles today. It felt victorious. That is how you're going to feel too. I just want to encourage you on this Wealth Building Wednesday, take the first step. Even if you don't think you can do it, if you don't think you have enough money, just reach out. Reach out, reach out, reach out. I can help guide you. I will give you a complimentary coaching session just to kind of find out where you are and where all the things are, and then we can move from there. But don't wait. Don't do what I did when it came to your physical health. Don't wait 10, 15 years, because let me tell you something. You can't make that time up. You can't make it up. You just can't make it up financially. Now, you can start from where you are, and I don't care if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s. You can start from where you are, and you can make a difference in your financial future, but you've got to start. So I just really want to encourage you. I felt so inspired today. I'm like even standing up. I don't normally stand up when I talk, but I think that workout just gave me a lot of energy and endorphins, and I'm just feeling really good. I hope I'm passing that energy on to you. Reach out to me. My email is in the chat below. And guys, you make it a great day, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Peace. Okay, it's Coach Julie again. So some of you guys have asked, what exactly do you do as a financial coach? So basically what I do is I will help design and create a strategy specific to your needs and your specific financial goals. So I will, number one, equip you with tools to help you get out of high interest credit card debt. That is the killer of all purchasing power. So if you have any debt, any credit card debt, I will help design a program for you to get out of debt so that you can use your money towards the things that you want to. Then I will also empower you towards your financial freedom number. And only you know what that is. Everybody has a different number. My number is not your number. So you, and if you're married, your spouse, you will want to come together and decide what that looks like. And I will empower you to create a strategy to get there. And then the last thing I do is just really encourage you to create generational wealth through legacy, and to be able to just live and give the way you have always wanted to, and the way God intended for us to live. So those are those things that I do. If you have any other questions, reach out. The first appointment is free. It's complimentary. And we will definitely set some strategies for you to get on track, whether you use my services or not. All I want to do is see you succeed. So reach out to me. My email is in the chat. Respond to this video, or you can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or even TikTok. All right. God bless you guys, and you make it a great day.